So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, they go Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. On second down, it's Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A give, this is Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go, and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick...
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is Jakeem Grant. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And off comes to Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Back to Montgomery on second down. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout. With 3 seconds left in the extra session. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. 82 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Montgomery. Demario Davis there on the stop. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.